Hi, it's Mark at FBA2USA. Come to FBA2USA.com to get assistance launching your brand, your private label, on Amazon from outside the USA. I thought I'd go back to basics in this one. Subscribers have been patient with me telling you about a few developments at FBA2USA, and this one is simply about product pages and titles. So back to basics. If you have an Amazon product and a product page, then here are the things you need to think about. Title, images, and product description. Now, I might cover images in a separate video, but today I just want to talk about title and product description, and by that I mean the short form description, not the long form description. Why do I want to talk about these things? Because a lot of people aren't going to see anything else other than your title, your image, your main product image, and your short form description. That is the thing they're going to make the decision on, and that's the time that you have in order to get them from being someone who's maybe never seen it before to someone that actually wants to purchase it. Now, Amazon's great. It's got better conversion rates than pretty much any other website for selling products, probably in the factor of about 4-1, which is fantastic because that means that a lot of the work's being done for you. But you can't get complacent. The first thing is, why are they going to pick your title rather than somebody else's title? Now, Amazon's getting a little bit more picky than they used to be about what you say in your title. You used to have 240 characters, and you still kind of do, and you could say anything you wanted in those characters as long as it was about the product and not about the experience of the customer. In other words, you can't say this one really sells well in the product title because that's up to the customer and Amazon to determine. But now they do have this quality check which says they prefer you to have under 105 characters in the title. And if you're actually talking to anyone inside Amazon, they've also got a view, quite a strong view, on how the information should be conveyed, so that it should be done in an order which tells people in the most helpful way and very quickly what it is they're actually going to get. But that doesn't mean that you should go absolutely with features in the title. You need to think, first of all, what are your keywords that you think people are going to be searching for? And which of those keywords are to do with benefits that those people are going to be getting, or problems that they're facing, pain points. Because if you can identify something like that and deal with it in the 105 characters that you're preferably going to be using, then that's fantastic, and you should definitely do that. So don't be stuck by just saying, this is an item, this is what it's got, and possibly this is why it's slightly different. Say why that difference is important. Next thing, the bullet points underneath. Now here, you've got a lot more freedom. Not infinite freedom, but a lot more. First of all, you've got a longer space to write things, but you still want to be careful and be punchy. Second, you've got at least 4 spaces in which to say something. And also, in those spaces, you've got the opportunity to indicate to the customer that you might have other things to sell. But we'll come back to that. The first thing you want to do is, again, think about the pain points that the person might have, the gains that your particular product has more than other people, and why, in combination, those things are going to make the person understand why they need to buy it and why they want to buy it from you. You can even start to say in these bullet points why you do it so that they understand. Because, as Simon Sinek says, people don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. And that is worth remembering when you get even to these bullet points, because some people are never going to look past this. And if you don't get their attention and hook them at this point, you've pretty much wasted your time putting the product up. So think about your keywords, and then in the first bullet point, pick the one that is going to grab the most attention. Now, if you don't know what your keywords are yet, you can use the sponsored products in Amazon to try and understand which product terms are getting searched and which ones are then going through to purchases. And it is useful to set that up as one of the things that you would do. But even before you do that, you can probably guess or use Google or any other site that might be concerned with the niche that you're operating in to understand the terminology being used by people to describe the pain points or the gains. And that's the one you put in the first bullet point. Underneath that, you simply pick the next best one or a different way of saying it. In the next one down, you might use terminology that you can see a competitor using very well. And then before the final one, you probably want to make an offer for someone to buy 2 or more, which you link to the fact that in the promotions section, you will have already created discounts for people that buy more. Because once you've got the customer, very first rule is try and sell them more. All right, that's all I'm going to say in this one. I hope that's been a useful piece of content for you. There are many more videos on this and other topics, and if you want to get in touch or join FBA2USA, come to FBA2USA.com and we'll get you started. Cheers.